Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moonride, where we are channeling Man and the Moon. I am Dave Johnson, and the question today is about voting rights. It seems like this is the next battle that Republicans are going to try to fight. They're going to try to limit our right to vote. I'll tell you from my own personal experience, I was very limited in my ability to vote in the last election. I am still trying to figure out if my vote actually went through. I do not know. So this is a real battle and one that all of us are going to face. Let's take a look and see what's going to happen with voting. And I gotta say, even beforehand, Stacey Abrams just shows right up, right? And this is the positive. I think we all have to thank Stacey Abrams. Without her, we would not have taken the Senate. So there's something to be very proud of and happy about in the work that she and those around her did. I also think that it's going to carry forward. That's what I kind of get right now, is that Stacey Abrams is going to be a model for others to do it again, and she's put herself out there in a public way such that everybody knows about this issue. So, what's going to happen with the Republican Party? So, I can see them trying to put forth measures. Like there's just a large body, like a coliseum of what looks like politicians, and they're trying to ram their stuff through. They're trying to get it through. There's a lot of people watching, however. So it's interesting because there's like a one figure talking, and everybody else is looking very serious and very somber, and they're all just watching this character. And they're saying, a lot of them are saying, no, no way. So here's the attempt. Yeah. And I can see little sections of the country, kind of lighting up where there would be attempts to do this. North Carolina comes to mind. But I'm not sure it's the most important thing is where they're happening. It's just those places are lighting up where there is an attempt to stop people from being able to vote. Okay, so what else can we know about this? Wisconsin also comes up as a place where they're going to try to limit the voting. And I see some angry people. I don't know if that's backlash or the people who are doing the restrictions. I'm getting that it's actually a backlash. So there's like a barrier and somebody's breaking through it with their, like, chopping it in half. It will not necessarily serve the Republicans well as they try to limit the vote. There are people who are aware of it and who are going to react to it and who are going to be motivated to vote. So, well, the question is, will they succeed? Will they limit votes? Somewhat in some places that are very conservative. Like, for example, Arizona, it's like coming almost like in stripes. Like, some success, some failure. It goes to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court does what they seem to keep doing when they get to these important points. They just kind of roll their eyes and don't really bother. They did not restrict. They did not stop the gerrymandering, which is another voter suppression tactic. They just let the states do that. So that's kind of where they are right now, just sort of trying to do nothing and let the states get away with stuff. Basically, they're avoiding doing their jobs. And of course, by that I mean the important Republicans on that Supreme Court. It's also affecting them because it really makes the Supreme Court look bad. It makes them look partisan and biased. And that actually is going to be a long-term benefit in building a more progressive court because enough people are going to witness what they're doing, which is really effectively nothing. They just roll their eyes. But keep in mind, they're not the only courts. There are state courts that have power to stop some of these things. It's going to be a problem again in Arizona, but it's kind of limited. It's just like they're able to do some things, but not all. There's a backlash. So in the long run, it might not really benefit the Republicans. Ron Johnson's very mad. He's really angry, which means that it did not succeed. I think Ron Johnson's in a bit of trouble. Let's see. He's just pounding and pounding the table and looking more and more outraged. And, this is important. The whole outrage machine, not that many people can get away with what Trump got away with. Like, Ron Johnson just looks angry. He doesn't look like he's winning. It doesn't look like, haha, I own the libs. It's not the kind of anger that gets people to subscribe into the anger. He just looks like an angry guy. And that's one thing I hope people can understand about this. Trump as the face of the Republican Party, now that he's been defeated, there's no one who can do exactly what he did. He was able to suspend disbelief, unlike anybody else ever, I would say. Other people in the Republican Party, they just don't have the ability to get away with the outrageous behaviors. It's just not in their nature. They're not, frankly, they're not sociopathic enough, right? Trump can really believe his own lies. And so, even legally, he is not responsible because he truly believes his lies. And I would say not responsible. He is responsible, but some courts will let him get away with some things because that's the nature of the law. Yeah, the law favors sociopaths. How ironic is that? So, will they succeed? I'm getting a kind of no. They will not succeed. What they will do is cause a greater backlash, which, at best will even it out. It might even be a little bit more blue, because people will be upset at this attempt to block their votes. And this will be the case even for, people are kind of in the middle. They also want to mail in their ballot, and they don't want to jump through 12 hoops to do it. So it really will be a little bit of a return to sanity. So, Spirit, what should we do? Just we, the regular people, what should we do? Be aware, keep hassling, keep pestering our government, keep, telling others that they need to vote, exactly as they did in Georgia. Give them some credit and do what they did. However, Stacey Abrams managed to get those people into the voting booths or sending in their vote, whatever she did, that is going to be a model for every state. And every one of us, we have to find those people who are kind of fence-sitting and convince them. And I think that there is a movement in that direction. The next, the $1.9 billion package that Biden just passed is really looking very good at this moment. As I see it here, I really see Biden shining. Now, if you guys get a chance, take a look at what's in that bill. I was amazed at how much it benefits me. As I looked at it, it's like if you've got student loans, there's just a huge benefit, which I didn't even know about, right? So there are going to be massive benefits for the regular person in this bill. And that's going to bring a lot of optimism, spur the economy. It will really benefit the economy. That's one thing that I do see. We might ask later on about other details in the economy, but the bottom line right now is that the next couple of years will see better times than we had during the Trump era. And that's just a reality that the average American is going to experience. And this time, we're not taking it for granted. People were really in trouble. They are really in trouble, and they need this relief. So Republicans are just casting themselves as the power of negative, the power of no, and the power of limited voting. Thanks so much for watching.